What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net, coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been cutting up this set of rubber stamps. Turns out the Holtz tonic scissors are awesome. I got these years ago. Anytime I need to cut something tough, I use these scissors. Anyways, that's not what the video is about. Sorry. Today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making these altered, or I'm going to be decorating, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be making these or decorating these flashcards. I have been kind of obsessing over my stamps, so I stamped on here. Here's the front of the flashcard, and this is the back, which is what I decorated. I added vintage stamps and like a little bit of stamping. And then I made these little fabric tabs. Now, I was inspired by a post on Facebook from someone called Lydia Woods, and I can share her video right now. Her video was about altering or making paint card tags. So she pretty much did the same thing, which is what inspired me, with paint tag cards. But I don't have any paint chips. So I had to do with what I had, which was a lot of flashcards that Crafty Irina sent to me a long time ago. And I'm like, I've been staring at them for a while now, thinking, what am I going to do with these? I've kind of just been putting them in my junk journals just as how they are. And so I've been kind of wondering what I should do about that. So here's going to be one of my solutions. One of them. I'm sure something else will come up. Let me grab a couple of cards. I kind of just did these two, and these two took me a minute, so let's get into the video. I don't know how many exactly I can do, but I'm going to do two at a time, so that way I can at least get two of them done. Okay, so what I'm doing is I've got some, these are supposed to be like journaling cards, right? So you're supposed to be able to write on them. So what I've been doing is I have been cutting some lined paper almost to size. I do trim it afterwards, but I do cut it almost to size. Let's slip this out. So that'll be the top part. The top part is what I've been doing as the writing part. Could of course do it on the bottom too. I might do that. And then I need one for this side, lined paper. I need to grab my other paper set soon. I think I can make do with this right here. Let's see, how am I going to measure this? I kind of just eyeball it, but also I use my We Are Memories Keeper mini scoreboard. I love to use this to get like a messy edge almost, you know. So that is fun. So it's going to go right here. Again, I'm going to trim it with scissors, but for right now, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, for that one. Now this one, I'm going to use this as my writing portion. So this will be the writing portion of it. And then underneath, I want to put a flower like I did with the other one. or some fruits, which would be cool. Okay. And then I'm going to rip it one more time. Like them both, I guess. I didn't realize I didn't cut this one. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to use a glue stick. My glue stick. Go all the way around. Let's pull this a little bit more. I could cut it down to size, but it's okay. Okay. This one. Forgot to add glue to the bottom. Oops. Oops. Okay, I'm going to add this here. I wanted it to reach the edge, I guess. Okay. Alright, so now I need to trim it. So, of course, I've been having fun with my stamps lately. And when I saw the opportunity, I'm like, oh, let's use some stamps. Let's use some stamps. And I love the look, so I'm really enjoying my new stamping platform. Beverly, what's up? What's up? What's up? And my corner punch does not do this size. I tested all the sizes on it and they just don't do it. Wasn't the large, wasn't the medium, wasn't the small. Okay, so here's this one. Smoothing this one out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to cut out this one. Now I don't really want to try and cut this with the paper cutter because I might cut the flashcard. I wish I had paint chips like her, but I gotta use what I have right now. I always feel bad taking paint chips. Even though today I did, the other day we did buy paint and I should have taken some because I did buy paint. And my husband's gonna try and finish painting. We gotta paint still the trim, we gotta paint the bathroom, we gotta paint the doors, the kitchen, the other bathroom, the hallway. Okay, so there's this. Okay, so now I'm going to sew a border. I got my sewing machine. This. Oh, it's just one. And I'm just gonna go around really skinny with half of what I normally sew. I've been trying to get comfortable with sewing even closer. Of course, you could do this with whatever type of card you have at home. Maybe you have playing cards, maybe you have like the original poster had, maybe you have paint chips. It doesn't have to be specifically what the original poster altered. You can alter your own thing. So there we go. So normally I would do a border that was in more than that, but I've been trying to practice on doing skinnier borders. So let's do the next one. And I tried to do the zigzag border like the original poster did. I just don't like the look, or maybe it was because she did it in white and maybe it kind of like blended in more than this, but I like the straight border, so that's what I'm going to do. This, do the next one. Hi, Patricia. How are you? How's Arizona? Hot, 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 hot. I know because it has been hot, hot, hot here. Very hot. I'm also trying to learn how to sew curves a little bit better. That is also a slow process. Okay, so now, after we do that and that, so we have these two cards here. I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy my mom was able to drive herself around to do her business today. So I'm really happy about that. So she's almost back to normal from her surgery. And she's pretty much feeling 100% better after her COVID diagnosis or whatever. So she's back to normal, she says. Okay, so the next step I did was, I think she used cheesecloth or something, but I'm using just lace. And so, you know, having them back to normal, my dad too. My dad went back to work on Monday. He's back to feeling pretty much normal. So I'm happy about that. I'm still a little shook up from the whole situation because I had been literally like avoiding her and my dad for about 3 months because I didn't want to get them sick. I didn't want to, not that I was feeling sick, I just didn't want to be the reason if they did get sick. So I did not go over to their house. I did not see them for, I think I saw them like once in that whole time. Because they came over to do something with the house. I can't even remember what. They were doing something with the house. And so they had to come over. They were getting something, I can't remember now. Okay, and then I put this fabric piece, kind of make a tab out of it. So I can't tell you exactly how long to make it. Just kind of fold it in half and see if that's enough or not. Let's see. Put this up here. And we're going to fold this in half. This is a little tricky, I'm not going to lie, right here. Getting the fabric. Ooh, these threads. Getting the fabric to be even here is tough right here. It's really tough. But I'm just doing my best. So right here, I'm going to sew it in a zigzag because I always like to have different stitches in my projects. It's all coming apart. It's coming apart. It is a little tough here. This is not the easiest part, but it's okay. Okay, so if it comes out bad, whoops. Okay, so I am going to do a zigzag stitch. Just hold down the lace and the tab. And then I'm going to pull it back. Try and get the string in the middle. Well, actually, it's going to be to the left. I'm going to do a thick straight line, which on my machine is stitch number 2. Now, I don't really use this that much, but I do like the way it looks on this tag. I should have made my zigzag stitch bigger. Okay, next. Still looks pretty good. I like this little piece of fabric. It is one of my favorite patterns. Don't have a lot of pattern fabric, but that one is one of my favorites. Yes, I'm very happy that my parents are back together. Very happy because I was very scared for me. You know, I was just scared. Okay, now we're going to put a tab. Now, she used different types of fabric widths and whatnot. I am just trying to make it a little bit easier by using things I already have cut up. So I think these are 1-inch strips here. No, 3/4. I'm trying to leave a little piece of lace there, but it's a little bit of a mess. Okay, so luckily these are drum turtles. So that's okay, so zigzag first. Pull back. And we're going to do straight stitch with a thick straight stitch. Over here on top of the zigzag. Alright. These are my cats, my flowers my daughter got me for my birthday. Well, my husband got me flowers the other day, and My cat did not mind them. Has not done nothing to them. So I wonder if I can have plants in them. I wonder. Okay, so here's this one done with the little tab. Here's this one done with the little tab. Okay, so now I need a vintage stamp. And I need to decide where I'm going to place them. Okay, here's a blue stamp that could be a little interesting. There could be a stamp here. I'm trying to figure out where I could put a stamp. I could put the stamp right here or right here in this little space. It has to be something little. Okay, that can be done. And then on this, I have this purple stamp. And I could stamp something right here. Or even right here. Okay, let's do that. Now these I'm adhering with my regular tacky glue, which I use Turbo Tacky Glue to glue everything down. I didn't realize everything was crooked. Okay, there we go. Well, I guess I'm a little crooked here, so there we go. Okay. So the stamp is going right here. Good. And then these. I could probably, yeah, these are cute. We could do this on other surfaces, on other junk journal cards. Okay, so that looks really cute. Now we gotta stamp something on them. So I still have all my stamps from from last night. I still kind of stamped a little bit afterwards. I was too excited. Okay, so let's get my stamping thingamajiggy. And let's figure out what stamp we're going to use and where it's going to go. So I just cut out these words here. Now I have other words. I haven't cut out all of it, but I kind of was cutting them in order. So enigma, I don't know that. Wisdom could be cute right here. Okay, let's do wisdom for that one. And then we'll worry about the next one later. So I don't know if this is going to pick up this rubber. It did. Cool. Okay. So right now I'm just using my classic black ink. I'm just obsessed with black ink right now. It's just what's going to happen. It just kind of stands out. So this one is going to say wisdom. And I'll leave the link down below to the stamping platform, which I love. Okay, see, that looks cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, so let's, and I think that's it. I think that's all I did right. Stamp, 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 stamp. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Let me find what to do with this one. I'm definitely going to decide how long am I on the clock. 25 minutes. So I don't know why. Hopefully it still shows this. I don't know. It might not. False. I won't use false. I won't use body. I won't use enigma. Quest. Circle. No. Hunger. No. Why would I want to use hunger? Oh my gosh. Tell me we're back to normal. Let's see. Life. We could use life. Flight. Wow. I can't read backwards, so it's tough. Poetry? No, these are okay. I thought these were cool words, but now I'm thinking they're a little weird. So let me move these aside since I'm not going to use them anymore because they're weird. Not weird, they're just not what I want right now. Let me just clean this off here. I got the step set a long time ago. Okay. Let's figure out something else to do. Not this set. Okay. I've been using this code a lot. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. So you know what? I'm going to use it again. I'm sure once I ink all of my stamps that I will use other stamps. But for now, so let's ink it. Okay. Stamp it a couple times. I'm going to stamp it one more time and then call it a day. And I think these look so pretty. So you still have to press down. Still have to press down, but it doesn't make it easier for you. So yes, okay, so I'm happy with that. Let me clean up my stamps. So I want to look up clear stamp storage, but at the same time, I also kind of want to keep all of my stamps in a bucket and just like call it a day. I feel like I would be like a lot happier if I just threw them all in a bucket. Trying to keep them on these little plastic things here is kind of annoying. Okay, so those three, two tags or two flashcards just took me 30 minutes to make. I'm sure if you got into like a little bit of a system, you could get them done faster. Of course, maybe if you're not as picky as me, you can get them done faster also. That's fine. Let's see here. Put these back. Oh no, I did not take out the whole thing. See, this makes me just want to throw them all in a bucket. Oh my god. Okay. I don't even know why I'm putting them back because I might use them next. I don't know. fun. Okay, so I got 4 wonderful flashcards done. So that is great. Let's do another 2 because it takes me half hour to make them. Okay, so put everything away. Okay. I need a desk that is 5 times as big as this one. And my desk is pretty large already. Okay, so more flashcards. Cut this back. Let's see if I have, okay, so here's my floral image I can use. Oh, here's some lined paper, awesome. Awesome. Hi Linda, how are you? Doing some late night crafting, me too. I'm attempting. Okay, so let's get this ready for this. So I'm going to use this much of the floral image. So that means I need from here to about there. So let's cut this too. Okay. So that's my lined paper. I do kind of cut it a little bit larger than it needs to be. And so this is my 2 pieces. These, and then I need to cut out 1 more piece of this. Okay. So, then these need to be cut by this much. Okay, and then look at the glue stick. Okay, so one I'm gonna put. Yeah, okay, we're on the right side. Had to make sure we were on the right side. Okay, so my glue stick. This one's gonna go on the top. And this one's gonna go on the bottom. Okay. Gonna do the same with this one, except this time we're gonna reverse it. Okay. And this time this is gonna be at the bottom. And then this is gonna be at the top. Right there. Okay, so let's trim these out. I really like the end result on these. And thank you so much to the person who inspired me to make these. I posted her video link in the chat, and I'll post it in the description box below, so you guys can check out her video. Okay. Cutting off the little edges. It's literally the tiniest little difference on the edge here. It's not exactly pointed. It's not square. These flashcards have a weird shape. Very unique. I wonder what the history of that is. Okay, so there is that one done. Cool. Let's clean this one up. That, this right here, and we're done. All right. So let's sew the border. Again, I'm sewing a very skinny border. Normally I sew from, there's these two little lines here, and that's where I normally sew. This time I'm sewing at about half the line, so I have to keep my eye on it. Of course, this is great practice, doing this over and over. Of course, you can alter whatever cards it is that you have on hand, playing cards, or whatever kind of card you have. You can do this on the back of it, sew it around. You can do the same layout, and it would look really cute. I'm also practicing doing my curves. I'm not really used to it that much. I'm still newish to it. But again, this is a great way to learn. Just repetitive work. Okay. So got that one done. Just pretty straightforward stitching. Okay, so let's do this one. Oops. I still get nervous with this, with these corners. I'm really not used to doing that, but that's pretty good for not being used to it. That's okay. That is pretty good for not being really good at doing curves. So that keeps me a little bit encouraged about doing different types of curves. So I think this is really good practice for that. Okay. So now to copy my same layout here, back to this. Okay. So I need vintage stamps. Check. And I just got these off eBay. So if you're looking for vintage stamps, eBay. Oh wait, actually I need the fabric. Right. Okay. Whoops. If you need vintage stamps, go to eBay. Buy a whole lot of vintage stamps. Okay, kind of just like eyeball it right here. Whatever size makes a good tab to you. Of course, you could always just cut yourself up another piece of fabric, and I won't tell anybody. Let's see. Still have this pink lace. This is actually a curtain. This is actually a shower curtain. Not a shower curtain, just a curtain. I don't know where I got the word shower, but it is a curtain. Okay, so this will go right here. And I got my little fabric tab. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to do one of my favorite stitches, which is this little stitch. It's like a little star stitch. Just a little star. So it's number 27. I always use it longest, widest setting. Ooh, it's tough not to move this, honestly. It's pretty tough. Okay. Luckily, it's a junk journal, so it's okay. I tell myself that like 10 times a day. It's okay. Okay, so I did what I could. Maybe a staple action will keep there too, if you don't have a sewing machine. So yeah, that one does a little bit of a star, which is just adorable. Let me sew a little zigzag right here. I feel like it's a little too floppy right there. I don't like it. So just a zigzag. Number 4. I'm going to make it the biggest, widest zigzag I can. Just to kind of give it an extra stitch interest, but also hold down that piece of lace. Okay, cool. So that's done. Let's do this one right here. Cutting off too much thread. Threadage. I don't think that's a word. Okay, so let's do a piece of pink lace here. Let's do this one down here. Let's cut off just it's too long. So let's cut off some right there. Hey, Delene, how are you? How was your day? Let's see. So this I'm going to put right here. Okay. And then this. And then 27. My favorite stitch. I'm glad to hear you had a good day. Okay, so this will go right here. Okay. My machine sounds like it needs to be oiled. Just starts to sound a little grimy in this section right here. So it's just time. Okay, so that looks good to me. I think I'm going to do a zigzag stitch also. But I'm going to do it probably default stitch this time. So I'm not changing any of the settings. I'll just do a little zigzaggy there. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so I'm almost at an hour. I have done 4 of these, but you know what? The process is what's fun. Trying out new things is what's fun. Right? Not everything has to be mass produced or whatever. Okay. So now we're back on my flashcards. And now I have this purple stamp here. I could put it right here and then the word could go right here. That would be cool. There's this green stamp, which is, I guess, the home of Theodore Roosevelt. Cool. Which can go right here. Does that kind of blend in? It kind of blends in a little bit. Too much for my taste. I need to stand out a little bit. It's too much green on green there. Come on, stamps. I've seen some people like organize these by color, but I just can't. Can't be bothered. It's too much work. I know. It's terrible. Oh, this tiny brown stamp could go right here. Or should it go up there? And then we could put a word right here. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Thank you, Delene. Kate says it's morning. In DK, it's only 6:39. Well, good morning. Good morning to you, Kate. Let's see. I'm going to put these up here. And then, is this considered multimedia? I mean, I think it is, but I'm not sure. I don't want to call it multimedia if it's not. I am using different things and printing on it, but maybe that's not definition of multimedia. Okay, so there's the stamp. Now I gotta stamp something on it. So let's get out my stamping stuff. it helps to have a big old desk, but it's just never big enough. It could be 3 times as big, and I still fill it up with stuff and need more space. Let's see. I'm just moving stuff over, shoveling it over. Let's see what I have here in this disorganized mess. Dream Grace 365. Love Smile. Smile. Kind of cute, but it's kind of not appropriate. Explore, Dream, Believe. That's cute. You Are My Sock, and it still has white ink on it. Okay, cool. It's getting all over me. No, it's too big. I'm gonna put that somewhere, but it's too big. I'm gonna find something. I don't know. Hang on. It's literally the last step. I'm over here like I can't get myself together. I just have to use one of these. I really need to finish sanding down my stamps so that I can use them. I want to use this 365, I guess, honestly, because I'm tired of thinking about it right now. Let's do something. Okay, so I got my stamping platform. And I'm going to stamp. I'm going to stamp it right here at 365. It look kind of interesting. And in the black, it's going to kind of be a good contrast, I believe. Okay. My inks. I'm looking for my inks. I'm going to use black. Surprise. Surprise. Black, it just goes with everything. It just looks so nice. Daisy, do you know what kind of thread you use for a 14-size needle? Ooh, that's beyond my pay grade. I don't know specifically. I'm trying to see where mine. I usually keep it here. Here's mine. I just use universal needles. I don't know if this information on here will help you find them. I'll type it up in the comments. I don't even know how to tell it. I think this is 16, 100/16, so that makes these size 16. You could probably use just regular thread, just regular cotton or non-cotton thread. Well, honestly, I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you. So I could make these into a regular tag, but that one looks good there. Sorry that I don't know, girl. I'm not going to lie. What size do you have? Yes, what size do I have? Let me type it out right now. Let me just figure out what stamp to put on here, and then I will type it out. It's a couple of words. And here, let's see if the love will fit. Let's see, does the love fit? Yeah, that'll go there. Okay, let's try to put it in the middle of both the tab and the stamps. Okay. I'm honestly glad I even bought this little case because it prevents the stamps from like coming apart. See, my luck, I put away the ink and I'm going to use it again. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go, you guys. These are the tags I was able to do tonight. These are the tags I was able to make with you tonight. So I hope you're inspired to make something like this on your own. You could use whatever types of cards you have on hand and kind of copy the layout, you know. It's not that hard, but, you know, it does take some time, and I'm kind of need to figure out something about what I'm going to do with these stamps because the way I have them set up is just kind of not working out for me. It's kind of aggravating. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back with another video tomorrow. Please make sure to subscribe if you are into junk journals. I pretty much post a new video every single day. So please do make sure to come back and check out my channel. I always have something going on. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate your guys' support in my shop. I have a new crochet collection that I am coming out with. Every time I'm done with something, I've just kind of been releasing it. So if you guys want to check that out, that is in my store. The link will be in the description box down below. Oh, right. Tisha, I have to type out that needle size for you. 1 second. Okay, so they say, I don't know how to decipher any of this. None of this makes sense to me. But Schmidt's Universal. I'm typing it in as it says on here. Universal H 8 times 1, 130/705 H 100/16. That's what it says. And the thread that I use, I always post it on my videos. Let me see if I have the link here on hand. It is just some thread that I got on Amazon. Posted it on my videos, and of course I don't have it on my hand, but give me 1 second. I just gotta check out my last video, and I can get that link, but oh my gosh, hang on. I always post it because I do use this thread. It is honestly not the best quality thread if you're gonna be sewing anything that needs to be worn. I wouldn't use this thread. But if you're going to just be using it for crafting, this is kind of a really great deal for colored thread. You get many colors for I think like 20 something bucks. So here is the link for you, Letitia, on the thread that I use. Right here. There you go. There's the link for the thread. And that is an awesome thread set from Amazon. Like I said, if you're going to use it for like clothes or quilting, don't do it. If you're going to use them for junk journals, then it's awesome. So you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see y'all tomorrow, you guys. Same here, just late. Okay, guys, have a good day. Kate, bye. Bye-bye, you guys. See you tomorrow.